They say, Doc, you don't get to the point. You put your title up and you talk about something, you don't get to the point. Well, you got to understand, like, I didn't grow up in like an ADHD generation. Like, I don't believe that you have to actually get to the core topic like in 30 seconds. In fact, if you ever choose to have sex with a woman, don't try to just get to the point like in 30 seconds. She ain't gonna want to sleep with you, man. Take your time, relax, be patient. So that's what we do. We are patient. We move forward patiently in this podcast. So if you're not a patient person, then this probably ain't for you. It's okay though. There's plenty of coonery out there that you can go watch. I'm sure WorldStar has a new video up right now. So go do WorldStar. You know, don't come to my page so you can complain about how we run stuff in my house. You don't do that. What you do is you leave. You leave. If you don't like it here, just go. I would say get the F out, but I'm trying not to cuss because I don't want to have to pay extra money in the square jar. But seriously, do you understand that? Like, do you understand how much respect, how much reverence you're showing to me when you take time out of your valuable day to come here just so you can complain about what I'm doing on my podcast when you ain't even got to be here? If I don't like you, I don't go to your page. So, and I say that to everybody out here, the people who are brainwashed by Umar Johnson. Like, if you're so brainwashed that you can't have critical and intelligent and honest conversation about your beloved leader, then this ain't the place for you. You should go someplace where the brainwashed people hang out. Go. That's cool. You got plenty of company. That's where the majority of black people are. The majority of black people are okay with elevating black leaders into these religious figures who are greater than Jesus could ever be. Like there's a lot of people out there like that. And so you got company. Don't come here. This might be above your pay grade. Like, this conversation you ain't ready for this. This is black intelligence. This is black people who want to question things. In order for you to rise out of a condition, in order for you to elevate out of a trap, you must be able to expand your thinking. You must be able to confront new ideas. You must question everything. If the animal never ever questions the cage that he was born in, then he will never ever figure out how to escape. If he just accepts it and says, well, this is good, and I'm glad, I like it here in the zoo, and the zookeeper, he must be my friend because he comes by here every day with a piece of steak, and so when he gives me the steak, that means I get to eat, so he's clearly my best ally. And you don't even understand that the zookeeper who's feeding you every day, that's the SOB who built the cage in the first place. He up here watching the bars and the security system to make sure you don't get out, and you're complicit in the entrapment because you're sitting there happy that he's bringing you a piece of steak. So we got a lot of Negroes who think that way. So it's fine. I can sit here and tell you all day, look, I think you might want to ask Umar what he did with your money. But if you get mad at me for asking you to go ask a logical question, then this ain't the place for you. I talk to black people who question things so they can get out of cages. If you question nothing, then everything will remain the same. If everything remains the same, then black people will remain oppressed. If you do not change your behavior, then your outcomes will never change. So I'm looking for black people who are making the courageous decision to say, okay, collectively, let's change our behavior. Collectively, let's elevate. Collectively, let's look at everything. Let's question not just what the white man is doing to us, but let's question what the black man is doing to us. Let's question our leaders. Let's question and say, how many leaders we got out here that's just yapping versus how many leaders out here are actually doing something? Because a lot of the leaders, unfortunately, are entertainers. All they're here to do is just kind of talk and make you feel good and make you excited. I would prefer to ask this question. If so-and-so goes down, let's say Umar, anybody, right? If they're not here anymore, how many thousands of black people are going to lose their job because that person isn't here anymore? How many black institutions are going to disappear as a result of that person not being around? How much real tangible stuff that's actually been built and created and developed is going to not work and be effective anymore because that particular leader is no longer there? Right? So, for example, if you're the president of Apple Computer and you die, then thousands of people are affected because stock price plummets and people get laid off and all kinds of stuff, right? So real lives are being affected. But if an entertainer dies, then, you just have a little less entertainment, but they just replace them with somebody else. Right? So an entertainer is kind of an employee, and most of your leaders ain't nothing but entertainers. Al Sharpton is pretty much an entertainer. Al Sharpton doesn't really, no hatred on Al, but he doesn't really have some multi-million-dollar company that's employing like thousands of black people. He's not, he's not engaged in initiatives designed to educate on a regular basis every day tens of thousands of black children.